Forget the French Riviera, forget the Hamptons. If you want real beauty, real history, a real explosion of amazing things, then forget those boring old European places and come to Morocco. From the Atlas Mountains to the Sahara Desert, from old cities like Marrakech and Fez to the blue streets of Chefchaouen, this country is a party for your eyes, your heart, and okay, yes, your Instagram. Let me show you around. Let me show you the real Morocco. The smells, the sounds, the tastes will grab you and never let you go. We're talking ancient markets, beautiful mosques, old Roman ruins, and food that'll make you cry. It's so good. This isn't some boring tour, kids. This is the real thing. Welcome to our big guide to Morocco, a land of cool history, exciting culture, and amazing views. Let's look at the places you have to see and the things you have to do in this beautiful country. The Medina of Marrakech is a maze of tiny streets, busy markets and beautiful buildings. Forget your GPS, forget your map, get lost. Let the smells of spices, the shouts of sellers, the chanting from the mosques fill you up. This is a city that's been alive for hundreds of years, and you can feel its heartbeat. See those guys selling carpets? Argue with them about the price. Drink mint tea, eat street food that'll make your taste buds happy. This is the real thing, people. No tourist traps here, just the pure energy of a city that's seen everything and is still here. Don't be afraid to jump in. Okay, Casablanca. Everyone thinks of Rick's Cafe and that Bogart movie. Listen, that movie was fake, filmed in Hollywood. But there's one great reason to come to this city, the Hassan II Mosque. This isn't your average church. This is one of the biggest mosques in the world, sitting right on the Atlantic Ocean. The artwork, amazing. Detailed carvings, marble floors, a roof that opens up to the sky. You don't have to be religious to love this place. Wake up early, watch the sunrise over the ocean, and hear the call to prayer. Trust me, it's a special experience for everyone. Ever heard of Volubilis? Most people haven't. It's out in the middle of nowhere, these old Roman ruins sitting in the sun. But this place is special. You can almost hear the gladiators, smell the chariots, feel the ghosts of the Roman Empire. It reminds you that powerful groups come and go, but history stays. Get a guide, someone who can tell you the stories of this place. Walk through the old streets, look at the mosaics, and let your mind wander. This isn't Disneyland, this is the real thing. Chapter 4. 8 Ben Haddou, Gladiator, Indiana Jones and You. Ever seen Lawrence of Arabia? Gladiator, Indiana Jones? They filmed those movies here. 8 Ben Haddou. This important historical place is a fortified village right next to the Sahara Desert. It's like something from a movie, all crumbling mud brick buildings and twisty streets. Sleep here if you can. Watch the sunset over the desert, the sky turning orange and purple. Wake up early before the tourists and walk through the empty streets. You'll feel like you've traveled back in time. Chapter 5. Fez El Bali, lost in the labyrinth of time. Fez El Bali, the old Medina of Fez. This is the real thing, a super important historical place and one of the oldest medieval cities in the world. Imagine getting lost in a maze of tiny streets. The air smells like leather, spices, and something mysterious. Donkeys carry goods through the streets. This is a city that time forgot. Check out the tanneries. Yes, they smell bad, but it's something you won't forget. They've been making leather the same way for hundreds of years. And the food. Find a small local restaurant, order a tagine, and you'll thank me later. Chapter 6. Rabat, overlooking the Blue City. Rabat. This city doesn't get enough attention. It's the capital of Morocco, but it's more relaxed than Casablanca or Marrakech. Go to the Kasbah of the Oudeyas, a beautiful fort on the ocean. You'll get amazing views of the city and the Bouregreg River. The streets of the Kasbah are perfect for taking pictures. All white buildings and blue details. It's like walking through a postcard. And the food? Amazing. Fresh seafood, cooked right on the beach. Rabat is a city that will surprise you. It has a bit of everything. History, culture, beauty, and a lot of heart. Chapter 7, Chefchaouen, the blue pearl of Morocco. Chefchaouen, the blue pearl. Yes, it's as beautiful as it sounds. This town is like a fairy tale, with its blue buildings and winding streets. People say the blue was painted by Jewish refugees, symbolizing heaven and peace. Get lost in the streets, buy souvenirs in the markets, and maybe smoke some kif with the locals. Just kidding, mostly. Seriously, Chefchaouen is magical. It's the perfect place to escape the busy city and just relax. Chapter 8. Toubkal National Park. Touch the sky. Look, I'm not a big hiker. I prefer being in a bar with a drink, talking to people. But even I have to admit, Toubkal National Park is special. This is where you come to breathe the fresh mountain air, to challenge yourself, to feel small under the big sky. Mount Toubkal is the highest mountain in North Africa, and the views are amazing. You can see for miles. Hiking to the top is hard, but you won't forget it. Bring lots of water and good hiking boots. Chapter 9. Tagine, a culinary adventure in every bite. Okay, let's talk about the good stuff, the food. And in Morocco, tagine is the best. This is slow-cooked deliciousness. Meat, vegetables, spices, all cooked together in a clay pot until it's super tender. The flavors are amazing. Every family, every restaurant, every area has its own tagine. So try them all. Lamb, chicken, beef, even vegetarian. You can't go wrong. And don't forget the bread. Moroccan bread is fantastic. Use it to get every last bit of that sauce. Chapter 10. Marrakech souks get lost in the bazaar. The souks of Marrakech. This is where everything goes crazy. The sights, the sounds, the smells, and it's a lot. Imagine a maze of tiny streets full of stalls selling everything from spices and carpets to lanterns and leather. The air smells like incense and spices, and everyone is arguing about prices. This isn't a normal mall. This is a crazy experience. Don't be afraid to argue about the price. It's part of the fun. Just watch your money and be ready to get lost. Outro. So, what are you waiting for? Morocco gets under your skin? It's the kind of place you remember forever. This isn't some fake tourist version of the world. This is the real thing, raw, exciting, a little crazy and super beautiful. So what are you waiting for? Go see it yourself. Thanks for coming with me on this trip through Morocco. I hope this guide helps you plan your adventure and experience the magic of this amazing country. Safe travels.